Hi, Tigers and Dragons. Glad that you're here with me again today. We got some fun stuff as we're working towards a review week here. I know many of you will be testing later in the week on Zoom. I know some of you guys are eligible, but if I haven't heard from you yet and you'd still like to be a part of this testing, then let me know. I'd love to include you in that. I think that would be awesome. We'll continue working towards our stripes. I know Master Cosby and I are doing Zoom meetings every day with people helping them to prepare, and we've had a really fun time kind of mailing out all those stripes each day too. So don't hesitate to reach back out to us on that one. And I know depending on when you're looking at this video, I know we're recording it on Monday. Tomorrow we have our first mini day camp for Tigers. So we'll have several groups where we do 8 at a time. We kind of cut the dojang up in a big grid. Each one has their own wave master, and it's going to be great. So I think it's all already filled up for this first one, but hopefully we can do another one of these really soon. Before we bow in, we have a cow joke for you. This one was sent in by a student, and the question is, what do you get when you cross a cow with a male chicken? What do you get when you cross a cow with a male chicken? You know at this point that I'm not telling you the answer until the end of class, okay? So let's go ahead and bow in, guys. So you can repeat after me. Everybody say feet together.
Feet together.
Hands by your side.
Hands by your side.
Eyes straight ahead.
Eyes straight ahead.
And bow.
And bow.
Good. Turn and face the flags. Right hand over your heart. Cookie barre.
Cookie barre.
Bottle.
Bottle.
Face the pictures of the Grand Masters. Kwanjan in. Chariot.
Chariot.
Kunyat.
Kunyat.
Face this way one more time. Chariot.
Chariot.
Kunyat.
Kunyat.
Good. Make sure you have a kind of cleared out space for this warm-up. You're going to need a little bit of room, so I'll give you a second to kind of sort that out, and I'll see you right back here for our warm-up. All right, so the warm-up today is a follow me warm-up. So I'm gonna choose a couple of different movements, and your job is to try to move with me while we do this, okay? So the very first thing that we're gonna be doing is a log roll, okay? So what I mean by that is I'm gonna kind of lay down here on the mat, and I'm gonna kind of stretch my arms out in front of me, and my feet are stretched out behind me. Now, if you see me rolling this way, your job is also to roll this way. If you see me rolling back the other way, your job is also to roll back the other way. Now, again, I know you cleared out your space, but just kind of keep an eye out so you're not rolling over the cat or anything like that. All right, guys, let's get into our log roll position. Here we go. Ready and good. Rolling to one side. Rolling back. Back. Oh, no, don't be tricky. Keep going this way. Keep going. And back. Nice job. One side. Oh, going back the other way again. Good. One more roll. Back to where we started. Nice job, guys. Nice job. The next one that we're going to do, this should be a pretty fun one. We're going to be working a little bit of a crawling movement. So now, not only are we going to go side to side, we're going to go forward and back. So if you see me crawling forward, I want you to crawl forward towards me. If you see me crawling backwards, then you're going to crawl backwards too. Everybody got it?
Yes, sir.
Oh, who said that?
Me.
Really good, really good. All right, nice job. Here we go, guys. We're in this crawling position. Ready, and crawl towards me, guys. Crawl towards me. Go back, 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 back. Crawling to the side. Crawling back the other way. Crawling forward again to the side. Stay with me, stay with me. Back this way. Back up, back up. Forward. To the side again. Back the other way. Good, and back to where you started. Whew, final round. No, this is too hard for you guys, I think.
No.
Who can do this one?
Me, sir.
You're tough?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so everybody get into your crab walk position. So kind of like with the crawling, we're gonna be moving forward and back as well as side to side, okay? So tushies are up off the floor if you can. Start with your crab walk. We're gonna go this way first, guys. Good. Oh, it's very tricky. Good. Go back the other way. Good job, little crabs. Backing up. Keep going more to the side. Forward. To the side really fast. Backing up. Good. Little crab rest. Your crab arms. Good. Forward again. Nice. Throw a couple crab kicks in there. 1, 2. Backing up again. And crab cross ninja sauce. Very good, guys. Awesome. Stand it up. Face right this way. Chariot. Couldn't yet. Give yourself 3 claps. 1, 2, 3. Excellent work. Grab yourselves a quick sip of water, and I'll see you right back here. All right, let's get a quick stretch in here, guys. So go ahead and put your hands on your hips and hip circles. Nice big movement. Good. Other way. By the way, I hope you are nice to your mamas on Sunday. We had Mother's Day. Good. Arms out to the side. Arm circles backwards. And forward. Good. Back and forth across your chest. Link your hands together, trunk twist. Hands back on your hips, head side to side. Looking left and right. Up and down. Spread your feet apart. Lean forward, one hand on each foot, and repeat after me. Say, 하나,
하나,
둘,
둘,
셋,
셋,
넷,
넷,
다섯,
다섯,
여섯,
여섯,
일곱,
일곱,
여덟,
여덟,
아홉,
아홉,
열.
열.
Good. Both hands on your foot. That's on this side. That would be your right foot. And 일,
일,
이,
이,
삼,
삼,
사,
삼,
오,
오,
육,
육,
칠,
칠,
팔,
팔,
구,
구,
십.
십.
Good. Other side. 하나,
하나,
둘,
둘,
셋,
셋,
넷,
넷,
다섯,
다섯,
여섯,
여섯,
일곱,
일곱,
여덟,
여덟,
아홉,
아홉,
열.
열.
Good job, guys. Nice work. Nice work. Face this way. Chariot. Couldn't yet. Good. Grab one more quick sip of water. We'll see what those pigs are up to next. They are crazy with the water around here. I can't wait for you guys to come back here just so we can keep these pigs at bay here. So grab another quick sip. I'll see you right back here. All right, so as part of this review week, guys, we're gonna spend our time today working on all things blue stripe, okay? So I'm gonna use 2 cones to kind of set up a couple stations. I'm gonna put one here. Is that okay, Master Crosby, on the camera? They can see
Maybe a
that.
little further back.
Okay, maybe like here.
Perfect.
This is good? Okay. And I'm gonna set up another cone kind of back here. You guys can set your cones up, so or you can use stuffed animals or paper plates or anything, right? Probably not like fireworks or anything like that, but you can set up 2 things, just kind of give yourself 2 areas. We're gonna work through some techniques. I'm gonna do some techniques in one cone, I'm gonna run the other cone, and I'll do the other set of techniques, okay? So for the first round, when I'm at kind of my first station, I'm gonna go into a horse stance. And I'm gonna be working low blocks and punches. When I go to the other cone, I'm gonna be working high blocks and palm strikes. my goal is to make sure that I'm doing proper loading. So when I'm doing my low blocks, my hand loads up by my opposite ear, low block, load, low block. 2 punches. Remember, I'll come close to the camera for this one. We want to make sure we have good fists, okay? So my fingers are rolled in, my thumb comes across the side so that it's in front of 2 fingers on each hand. That's how I want my fist to be when I'm doing my punches. So again, when you do this sequence, big horse stance, load, low block, load, low block, punch, punch. Then I'm gonna run to my other cone, and I'm gonna do my next sequence. I have 2 high blocks, so load at my opposite hip, block, load, block, 2 palm strikes. Fingers together, thumb by the side for 1. Notice how it starts closed, opens up for 2. Good. I'd run back, horse stance, low block, punch, punch. Running back up, horse stance, high block, palm, palm. And I'm gonna be running back and forth while I do this. Now for you guys at home, I want you to pause the video on that next still shot, and I would like you to practice each section. I want you to go 5 times. So you're gonna do your low blocks and punches, high blocks and palms. That would count as 1 rep, and you would do that for 5 total times. Okay, my encouragement is don't rush this. Take your time, make sure they're really good techniques, and I'll see you right back here for round 2. All right, guys, good job with round 1. For round 2, we're gonna move on to some different techniques. Again, still working hand techniques, all things blue stripe. Later in the week, we'll touch on the red stripe material, okay? So for this next round, at this front cone, I'm gonna be working on my block techniques. So I'm gonna be in my horse stance, I'm working inside blocks and outside blocks. Now, oftentimes students get a little confused between these two, so it's good to kind of work them a little together. When I do an inside block, my hand's gonna load at the opposite hip, just like I did for my high block. Inside. Notice how I finish, and my fist is kind of straight out from my mouth. My other hand loads at the opposite hip, inside. Then I'm gonna do my outside blocks. So my hand is doing the block, loading by the same side ear, outside, load by the same side ear, outside. So again, this area would go inside, inside, outside, outside. I'm gonna run back to the cone. I'm gonna work some striking. I'm gonna be doing my elbow strikes. So I raise one hand up, make a fist, I grab onto that fist, and then I swing my elbow so it's in the same direction as my nose, okay? This would be like an inward elbow. Raise the other hand up, grab the fist, elbow. Then 2 downward hammers, load it up over my head, 1, 2. I run back up to this front cone, inside blocks, 1, 2, outside, outside. Taking my time to do good techniques. Elbows first, elbow, elbow, hammer, hammer. You'll do 5 sets at each station, so you can pause on that next still shot, and I will see you right back here for round 3. Great job with those first 2 rounds. Now, if you are a Tiger white belt, yellow belt, orange belt, or green belt, I'm gonna encourage you to go back and work those last 2 rounds again. Tiger brown belts and up, these next couple of rounds are for you. Now, if you are a junior belt and you wanna try some of these more advanced movements, you're welcome to give it a try. I think that's okay. But I still would encourage you to go back and get some extra practice on the techniques that you really technically need for your ranks. Okay, so brown belts and up, we're gonna be moving in our front stance. So quick review on what a good front stance looks like. My front knee is bent, back leg is straight, my belly button and belt knot pointed straight ahead. Now notice how all of my toes are kind of pointing in the same direction. I don't want my back foot turned out to the side this way. This is a kind of a really common error in front stance for newer students, okay? So I'm gonna start at my cone that's kind of farthest away, and I'm gonna be walking forward in front stance with some techniques. The first techniques I'm gonna come forward with are gonna be punches and low blocks, okay? So I'm in my front stance. Whatever leg I step with, I'm going to punch on that same side. So I'm gonna step and punch for 1, step and punch for 2. Notice how my foot landed at the same time that my hand came out. It wasn't like step and then punch, right? I want those to land at the same time. So I've come forward with my 2 punches. I'm gonna keep coming forward with 2 low blocks. Load, step, and block. Load, step, and block. Good. At this point, I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna walk back towards that cone, just doing my front stances. So hands are on my hips, coming in, good front stance, good front stance, another front stance. When I get to the end, I can turn around. So the second set of techniques that we're gonna work this time are gonna be our high blocks and inside-outside blocks. So all of these movements we've already done in the past in horse stance, but now we're working them in our front stance. So back into my front stance again, coming forward, I'm gonna do my high blocks. So I'm loading my opposite hip, high block. Notice on the same side that I stepped with, high block, coming forward, 2 inside blocks, inside, inside. Then I would turn, and I would put my hands on my hips, walking in front stance, all the way back. So I'll keep alternating between doing my low blocks and punches, and my high blocks and inside blocks. That is a lot to manage, okay? Now, if you want some more detail on some of those techniques, then you can always go back and look at your rank section, the playlist on the YouTube channel, okay? So again, brown belts and up, you're coming forward with your punches and low blocks, walk back, and then high blocks and inside blocks, all right? You can do it, guys. Work hard. I'll see you right back here for one more round. Great job, guys. Continuing to work those techniques in your front stance. Last round right here. I'm gonna come back to my starting point. I'm still walking forward in front stance. Now this time, the techniques that I'm gonna be using, I'm gonna be coming forward with elbows in front stance, hammers, and palm strikes, okay? So, I have my elbow out. I'm gonna raise up, grab my fist, step, inward elbow. Raise that arm, grab the fist, step, inward elbow. Coming forward next, 2 hammers. Load up over my head, hammer, load, hammer. 2 more techniques, easiest ones in this set, stepping forward with your palms. 1 and 2. I'm gonna turn, hands on my hips, focusing on a good front stance, walking all the way back. Boom. Once you get to the end, I'm gonna turn around and I would do my sequence again. So I would come forward, elbow, elbow, hammer, hammer, palm, palm. Okay? That's gonna be our final sequence, guys. So work that for a couple minutes, right? Maybe 5 total sets on that one, and I'll see you right back here. Great job, guys. Now, in a second, we are gonna play a little bit of a game. But I wanna go ahead and let you know, especially if you are an upper belt, there are some blue stripe techniques that we didn't go over as a part of the class. Okay, so I would encourage everybody, white belts up through, dragon blue belts, to look on the YouTube channel, find the playlist for your rank, and practice 2 different sets on there. One is your blue stripe. So do a quick review of some of those things, most of which we did in this class, but some of them we didn't. And I also want you to review your form. That's your yellow stripe, okay? So after you play this game in a second, right, you're gonna review that blue stripe material, and I want you to practice your form 3 times, okay? All right, guys, so grab another quick sip of water really fast, and I'll see you right back here for a game in just a moment. Great job with all of those noodle drills, guys. Now we're gonna play a little game together. It's time for a little target drop reaction. One of my favorite games. I think it's been a pretty good while since we've done one of these on the video class. So I'll borrow Master Cosby to help me demonstrate how this game works, okay? So she's gonna be in her kind of just like a fighting stance. Her hands are up, and my job is to hold this target up. Now, as soon as she sees me drop this target, and before it hits the ground, her job is to punch and key up, okay? So is she gonna actually be hitting this target? No, definitely not. She's just gonna be striking and key-upping before it hits the ground. Ready, boom. Ah, pretty good. Now if I fake, she should not try to punch, okay? So that's kind of how it works. I'm gonna play with you guys a little bit here. I'm coming in close. I got this target up, good. Now, as soon as you see it drop, I want to see you punch, and I want to hear you key up all the way from here. Ready? Now, don't let me trick you like that, okay? Have those hands up. Ready, and drop. Nice! Good one. Right here, it's getting a little bit lower. And so remember, as soon as it falls, that's when you throw that punch. Be real quick. Ah, did you get that punch out before it hit the ground? Here we go. All right, I'm looking to see who the fastest ninja is. It could be worth a black belt point here. Oh, really fast over here. Good job. All right, let's try again. Oh, that's one of my favorite tricks. That's a good one. Okay. Oh, that's kind of tricky. Now, who out there is the fat? Right here it is. Nice job. You guys are awesome. Give yourselves 3 claps. Good. Now, before we say goodbye, let's finish out our cow joke. So we said, what do you get when you cross a cow with a male chicken? Now, when a student asked me that question, I responded with a mooster. I thought mooster was good, but they said, no, it's not the right answer. They said the answer is cock-a-doodle moo. Okay. So crossing a cow with a male chicken gives you a cock-a-doodle moo. I think it's a pretty good joke, and I will see you guys next time.